Hello and welcome to Hello Academy. Today we're going to look at the past perfect tense. I hope you've been able to look at my other videos about all the other tenses I've done, and I hope they've been able to help you. Don't forget to subscribe below and also let me know how you're enjoying the lessons. So let's delve in and find out how to use this tense. The past perfect is used to show that an action took place once or many times before another point in the past. The past perfect is formed using had plus the past participle. So to make a positive statement, we could say, you had studied English before you moved to New York. To make a question, we could say, had you studied English before you moved to New York? And to make something negative, you had not studied English before you moved to New York. The first use we're going to look at of the past perfect is a completed action before something in the past. The past perfect expresses the idea that something occurred before another action in the past. It can also show that something happened before a specific time in the past. For example, I did not have any money because I had lost my wallet. Tony knew Istanbul so well because he had visited the city several times. Had Susan ever studied Thai before she moved to Thailand? She only understood the movie because she had read the book. Kirstine had never been to an opera before last night. Now the second usage is for the duration before something in the past. With certain verbs that are not used continuously and some mixed verbs that aren't always continuous, we use the past perfect to show that something started in the past and continued up until another action in the past. An example is, we had had that car for 10 years before it broke down. By the time Alex finished his studies, he had been in London for over 8 years. They felt bad about selling the house because they had owned it for more than 40 years. Although these examples of use of past perfect is normally limited to non-continuous verbs and non-continuous uses of the mixed verbs, the words live, work, teach and study are sometimes used in this way even though they are not non-continuous verbs. There is something important to notice about specific times with the past perfect. Unlike the present perfect, it is possible to use specific time words in phrases with the past perfect. Although this is possible, it's usually not necessary. Look at this, for example. She had visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996. Furthermore, if the past perfect action did occur at a specific time, the simple past can be used instead of the past perfect when before or after is used in the sentence. The words before and after actually tell you what happens first, so the past perfect is optional. For this reason, both these sentences are correct. She had visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996. She visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996. However, if the past perfect is not referring to an action at a specific time, past perfect is not an option. Look at these examples. She never saw a bear before she moved to Alaska. That's not correct. she had never seen a bear before she moved to Alaska. That is correct. Here, the past perfect is referring to a lack of experience rather than action in a specific time. For this reason, the simple past cannot be used. And remember, if you want to master the past perfect tense, you have to practice using it. Use it as often as you possibly can in your daily conversations and things that you write. If you need more help with your English, go to my website where you can see how I can help you. Thanks for joining me today and keep practicing. Remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon.